Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to teach you the song Saturday by 21 Pilots. We're going to go over the main groove and 3 awesome drum fills that drummer Josh Dunn plays. Let's get to it. We only have 2 measures to learn for this song. Let's look at our first measure. The hi-hat is very repetitive. We are simply going to play eighth notes. We're going to simplify the snare drum and we're going to take out those ghost notes. And now we're only going to focus on playing on beat 2 and beat 4. The bass drum is going to play on beat 1, the and of 3, and the and of 4. Let's hear what that sounds like, nice and slow. Now let's put in those ghost notes. It's just right, left, starting on the and of 2. And then we're going to do that same thing on beat 4. All right, let's hear what that measure sounds like with everything in it, ghost notes and all. 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 1. Try to make a big difference between the backbeat and your ghost notes. The second measure we have to learn is super similar. All we have to do is take out that bass drum on the and of 4. We're going to play the first measure I showed you, and the second one we're going to repeat 3 times in a row. So this gives us a 4 measure phrase. All right, now that we got our groove, let's check out our 3 drum fills. To get into this drum fill, we're going to play a groove on beats number 1 and number 2. Eighth notes on the hi-hat, we just have bass drum on beat 1, snare drum on beat 2. Beat number 3, we have nothing. We're going to rest. And then on the E is where we're going to start consistent 16th notes. Our first note is up here on the rack tom. We're going to play that with the right hand. We're going to follow that with a bass drum and then snare drum with the left hand. To finish it up, we have 16th notes on the snare drum for E and A. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. All right, now let's get creative with these drum fills and reorchestrate them, move them around the kit to come up with our own ideas. Let's take that first note of the fill that was up on the rack tom and let's put it simply on the floor tom. 1 and 2 and 3 All right, let's do one more example. This time, instead of ending the fill all on the snare drum, let's move around the drums. We're going to start the same, rack tom followed by bass drum. Then we'll go left, right on the snare, and then we're going to move our hands up to the toms. We're going to go left hand to the rack tom, and our final 2 notes on the floor tom. If you're getting value out of this video, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss one of my weekly videos. All right, this next fill is really cool. We're going to play our measure 1 groove. We're going to choke the hi-hat with that bass drum on the and of 4. And then we're going to have a break only on beat 1 for an 8th note. And on the and of 1, we're going to choke the hi-hat one more time, followed by a crash on beat 2. All right, let's reorchestrate this one. Instead of choking the hi-hat on the end of 4, let's go ahead and choke the crash cymbal. See what that sounds like. One more example on the and of 4, let's keep choking the crash cymbal, and on the and of 1, instead of choking the hi-hat, let's hit a splash cymbal. All right, and our third fill, we're going to think 16th notes. So to count this one, we're going to go 1 E and a 2 and a 3 E and a 4 and. We're going to start with the right hand on the rack tom, and then the rest of the notes are going to come to the snare drum. And then on beat 2, we're going to choke the hi-hat with a bass drum. Instead of starting with the right hand, we're going to go left hand lead. Starting on the and of 2 on the snare drum with that left hand, right hand up to the rack tom. And then beat 3 is 16th notes on the snare drum. To finish up on beat 4, we're going to have 8th notes, and we're going to choke the hi-hat with the bass drum 2 times. So starting on the and of 2 sounds like this. Let's put those two parts together. Last thing, let's get creative with this one. Instead of playing up on the rack tom, let's take those notes and put them on the floor tom. Now let's alternate. Let's play the first one up on the rack tom and the second one on the floor tom. I hope this lesson helped you learn this awesome song, Saturday by 21 Pilots, and hopefully I give you some creative ideas for you to implement in your practice.